The leg exercise I'm gonna give you is a Bulgarian split squat. Now, before you freak out on me, all right, here's what I want you to understand. Hey man, Gary Walker here, and welcome back for another video. In today's video, I'm gonna give you the 3 best exercises to build muscle after 40, and I'll explain why I chose each one of these as well. Before I get into the exercises, I wanted to quickly let you know about my Alpha Maker Project program. This is my one-on-one men's coaching program that is full of men just like you who are getting phenomenal results. If you want more details about this program, I've put a link in the description box below, so check it out and let's see if we're a good fit for each other. All right, with that said, let's start with the first exercise you need to be doing as a man over 40. All right, the first exercise I'm gonna give you, it's a bench press exercise. However, I'm gonna recommend you do a decline chest press, all right? Here's the thing, a lot of the decline angles you see at the gym have a very steep angle. You don't necessarily have to go that deep. Sometimes it's so deep that it puts a lot of stress on your shoulders. So what I'm gonna recommend, you can still take a flat bench. This is for you guys that are working out at home as well. You can take a flat bench and then you can just elevate it by a weight plate. I've got a bumper plate here. If you're at home, don't have a big plate, you can use a block or anything like that. So basically what I'm gonna do is set the bottom on that plate and you'll see this decline angle. All right, it's a very shallow decline, but what that's gonna do, it's gonna give you a fuller stretch of your mid-chest, and it's just gonna allow you to work more muscle fibers. You're gonna get a lot more recruitment with your overall chest. All right, so let me just show you the difference. From here, this bench does have a natural decline, but look how low that goes. All right, this angle here is way too steep, and it will put a lot of stress, like I said, on your shoulder joints, which is the last thing you want as a man over 40, okay? A lot of you guys already have a lot of natural wear and tear on those shoulders, so this is gonna be a safer movement for you. You are still in a decline setting when you're doing this, but it's not near as steep. All right, so let me give you a couple pointers when you're doing this. Let me grab a couple dumbbells here and then show you what I recommend when you're in this position. All right, the first thing you wanna do is gradually rotate your wrists like this. All right, from here, when you go down, I want you to make sure your elbows aren't flared out. What I mean by that is you'll see a lot of guys getting their elbows all the way flared out to their sides. Here's the thing, yes, that stretches your pecs, but it also, once again, puts a lot of stress on your shoulders. I would rather you have your elbows slightly forward this way. All right, you're still getting a good stretch, but your shoulders are in a lot safer position. Then when you press the weight up, not only are you coming straight up to the top, but you're going up and then towards the middle of your body, the midline. All right, so let me show you again. Elbows, we're coming straight out. Nice stretch, nice and slow and under control. As I push up, I'm pushing up and in at the same time. A couple of these reps so you can see the movement pattern and you can see the cadence that I like to use. All right, so again, this decline position is allowing me to get a really good stretch in my pecs. All right, so that's gonna be the first exercise that we're gonna do. That's not only gonna work your chest, but you're still gonna get some tricep stimulation and even your deltoids, your shoulders. All right, so now we want to balance the anterior work with posterior. So we're gonna do a back exercise. One of my favorites is going to be dumbbell rows. All right, so let me go ahead and get this bench back into a straight position. All right, the reason I'm doing that is because I want you to support your lower back when you do your rows. A lot of bent over rows, basically there is no back support. So if you have any kind of lower back issues and you start to do rowing movements, the first thing that's gonna give out is your lumbar spine, your lower back. And it's gonna aggravate that lower back consistently to where it's gonna become a problem down the road. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna recommend you do is find a bench for support, all right? And the position I want you to be in is you wanna have your shoulders parallel to the floor. All right, so once you grab the weight, you'll notice my shoulder dips all the way down. Then I'm gonna start each movement with my shoulders parallel to the floor. And then all you're gonna do is pull the weight up, leading with the elbow. Elbow, squeeze, bring it down nice and slow. Again, shoulders pretty much in alignment. just like that. That's the dumbbell row, all right? So that's gonna be the second exercise I recommend. The third, obviously, we gotta go lower body. All right, so I'm gonna challenge you a little bit. As a man over 40, here's the thing I want you to think about. Not only do you want to focus on building strength in your legs, building a little bit more muscle and some stamina, but you definitely wanna make sure you're still doing something that's gonna help you with your balance. That's one of the first things you lose as you get older is your balance. All right, if you don't believe me, just try standing on one leg, keep your arms out there. How long can you do that, all right? If this is easy, close your eyes, try it that way. Do the opposite side, so you'll notice your balance probably isn't nowhere near as good as it used to be. But that's one of the things I want you to really focus on. So for that reason, the leg exercise I'm gonna give you is a Bulgarian split squat. All right, now before you freak out on me, all right, here's what I want you to understand. Try it. You can hold on to something for balance. If this is very difficult for you, and the reason it may be, which I'm going to show you and demonstrate this in a minute, is your back leg is going to be up. It's no longer on the ground. You're going to be balancing with one leg, all right? If that's an issue for you, then I'm going to give you an alternative exercise you can do until you build up enough strength, stamina, and balance to go back into the Bulgarian split squat. Initially, all you have to do is body weight. So here's how a Bulgarian split squat works. You're going to put your back leg on a bench, chair, whatever you need, and then your front legs are going to be out in front of you. Try this with no weight first just to get a feel of the movement, all right? So what we're going to do is sink down in this motion. Sink down. I try to go about 90 degrees. You don't have to go that deep if you can't. If you lack hip mobility, that's fine. Press right back to the top, right back down. You'll see I keep my hands in front of me. That's how I balance myself. If this is very easy for you, you can always add resistance to this. You can grab a dumbbell with each hand to give you a little more resistance and balance. All right, here's what I'm gonna recommend though. If you can't do this, don't give up on it yet. Get a chair, get something that you can stand beside you. Hold on to that for balance, all right? Hold on to that for balance. I don't have one here, but just hold on to a chair. Come straight down. That's gonna be your balance. And straight back up. That's what I want you to focus on as far as the lower body movement. Focus on getting to where you can do a Bulgarian split squat first. Again, if you can't do it, especially if you really lack the balance, the next exercise I will give you as a substitute exercise is a reverse lunge. Here's why I like reverse lunges. Reverse, you're stepping back, and then you're dropping the same way you did with the Bulgarian split squat. So the reason this helps a little bit with your balance is because your back leg is here for support. It's not elevated. So you've got your back leg there for support. Again, if you still lack the balance to do this, it's okay to grab that chair, but now we're coming straight down, straight up. You'll notice the movement is very similar. All right, very similar movement. So if you can't do the Bulgarian split squat, I'm going to recommend you go with the lunges. Do this for a few weeks, a few months, as long as necessary to get to where you can go and do the Bulgarian split squat though, because I am going to recommend you try that just to help improve that overall balance and stability. You'll notice once you start getting better balanced and you have more stability, you're gonna feel a lot better again, all right? So that's gonna make a big improvement in your life. All right, quickly, I wanna jump in and say some of these exercises may be difficult for you personally. That's why it's important to have a coach, someone who can help you make modifications to your workout routine as often as needed so you can see the fastest results. I've been helping men like you do that for years. Plus, I'm a guy about to be 50, and I've personally experienced how our bodies change as we age. If you want help from someone who's worked with men up into their 80s, then click the application link in the description below the video. We only take a handful of guys, and there are literally tens of thousands of guys seeing this video right now. So hurry and click the link below to fill out the application before it's too late. With that said, get busy, get after it, and God bless.